Why aren't African Americans insured at the same level as other members of the population? In the state of Minnesota, 17% of the uninsured are African Americans. When we look at this proposition, what we do understand is it's not simply a matter of having an application available and having insurance dollars. There's really a cultural disconnect for African Americans in respect to many financial instrumentalities, insurance being one. What we think we have conveyed in the video that is yet to come is why that disconnect exists and why today we can step beyond that disconnect and with pride and with inspiration sign up, be insured, allow ourselves and our community to be healthier. For too many of us, our primary health care comes in emergency rooms. Instead of preventive care, we're in catastrophic care. It would be better for the entire society if our community and all those who are the uninsured were to become the insured.
For us, on many plantations, health care was attended to by veterinarians, not by physicians. So there's been a long, deep distrust of health and the care of our people.
But there is a hidden history of African American financial self-reliance, one that offers a reminder of the power, pride, and wealth that grows out of the use of financial services like health care insurance.
We had African American leaders, primarily coming out of our religious community, ministers like Absalom Jones and Richard Allen, who at the end of the 18th century created mutual aid societies, organizations in which African Americans pool their funds that we might be able to bury our dead, that we might be able to take care of the widows, that we might be able to provide some health care for the youth.
A multi-million-dollar enterprise operated solely by and for Negroes.
Like the mutual aid societies and the bustling black insurance companies hidden in our history, an African American president has brought forward an opportunity for affordable access to health care for all.
I'm not the first president to take up this cause, but I am determined to be the last.
Our people have access to MNsure, an opportunity for health care. We do want all African Americans to be covered. We will assist. I do hope that as you watched that clip from a larger video, the name of it is Discovered Truth, because it is a discovery that we actually have always been a people who faced the challenge and then found an imaginative and an innovative way to respond to that challenge.
To ask Congressman Ellison to say a few words, and welcome again.
Thank you, Chair. Can we get a hand for Chair Martinez, everybody? Now, here's the reality. You don't know when you're going to need health care insurance. You could be walking down the street, feeling good, feeling strong, put your foot on the wrong piece of ice, be looking up at the sun, thinking, oh, my back. And it's right about that time when the truck comes to get you, you're going to be thinking, how much this is going to cost? Real nice to have health care then. You might think to yourself, man, I can ball, I can dunk, I can play, I can get out here and play some volleyball with my little nephews or something, right when you hear your Achilles snap. Now you think you're 25 and can still go to the hoop like you used to, or 30 or 35, or 45 like I was when that happened to me. But the point is, it was nice to be able to have health care insurance, right? You may think you're in shape because you used to be. Guess what? If you're not out there every day, you might think you're going to go play soccer with the nephews. Be nice to have some health care insurance. So we went through a big fight in Congress to try to bring health care to everybody in America. It's called the Affordable Care Act, and we passed it only a few years ago, but it's kicking in right now. Now, in order for it to work, we've got to sign up. There are substantial subsidies, that means help from the government, your fellow taxpayers. If you doubt you can afford it, my hope is that you will sign up and get online anyway. There are people to help you do that. Now, we know that if you are insured, that our whole country saves a lot of money, and you save a lot of money. You save a lot of money. Let's talk about that. Do you know what the #1 reason for people filing for bankruptcy was before we passed the Affordable Care Act? Medical debt. Medical debt. Medical debt. Now, you don't want your pay getting garnished because of medical debt. You don't want to be in a bad shape because of medical debt. You want coverage so that you can cover that debt. So we passed the Affordable Care Act, so never again would people have to face bankruptcy and foreclosure and all kind of financial problems because they got sick or hurt. But it also saves the country money, because if you don't have coverage, you might say, Salaam Alaikum, you might say to yourself, look, I'm not feeling that bad. I know my cough is like kind of bad and I'm coughing up some gross looking stuff here, but I'm just going to put it off because I'm not feeling that bad, and I'm not covered and I don't have the money, and I just hope for the best. And then you get sicker and sicker until one day you say, take me to the hospital now, I got to go. And so now you're in the hospital, you get treatment, you get a bill that's going to make you sick all over again. So what I'm saying is, as a society, if you're covered, you will seek help earlier, which will mean that you're going to be able to stop it and deal with it before it gets really bad, right? A lot of the reasons that our hospitals run into financial trouble is something called uncompensated care. That means you went to the doctor, but you can't pay, so somebody else has to. And that means that that's a financial burden on our society, on our hospital. So getting covered is the right thing to do for you. It's the right thing to do for us. It's the right thing to do for your children. It's the right thing to do for your parents. So have I made a good case why you need to sign up? I know right now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, I probably should sign up, but it's complicated and I don't know if I can afford it. See, I got that one covered too. Because Marcel and I have been friends for a lot of years, probably more than we can count now. And Angela and I have been friends for a while too, and they are called navigators. Everybody say navigators. Now, if you're on a boat in the turbulent seas, what do you want to have with you to get through it? A navigator. If you're trying to go up the river and there's crocodiles and rocks in there, what do you need? So a navigator is somebody who can get you through the places where you don't know how to get there. That's what they do with this healthcare system with the Affordable Care Act. So I want to invite both of them up to talk to you, give you a word or two, and I'm going to be floating around talking to folks one-on-one about getting into MNsure, which is the Minnesota version of the Affordable Care Act. Put your hands together for Marcel and Angela.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Congressman Ellison. Okay. My name is Angela Williams, and I'm a MNsure navigator with the Minneapolis Urban League. And so, like the Congressman said, what I do is I help you navigate. I help you get through the system. I help you set up your account. I help you input all the information regarding your income and your family. And I also help you to select a health plan that you would like to enroll in that fit your needs, you and your family's needs. We are at the Urban League 6 days a week enrolling, Monday through Saturday. Special times on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're there until 9:00 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 to 1. So if anyone wants to stop by the Minneapolis Urban League, my name is Angela Williams. I'll be able to help you. Here's Marcel.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Marcel Lynn from North Point Health and Wellness Center in North Minneapolis, across the street from the Urban League. And we're not competitors. She'll send people to me and I send people to her. What's unique about North Point is we have a special team. We have members that speak Hmong, Spanish, and Somali, and French. So if you have a language barrier, we can help you there at North Point. One thing that Mr. Ellison pointed out that you don't want to go and slip and have a fall. Does anybody know that it costs just for an ankle sprain to go to the hospital anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 bill just for an ankle sprain? So that's the reason why, if nothing else, you want to have health insurance. I don't want to have to go to the hospital just for a $2,000 bill. That is ridiculous. So yes, I want to have some health coverage to cut that cost down to wherever I can just go to the doctor, get it checked out, and maybe only have a $50 bill. So that's what the point of the Affordable Care Act. Affordable, affordable, affordable care. That's what that means. Again, Marcel Lynn at North Point, and this is my partner here. I can say partner from Urban League, Angela. And we're here to help you guys navigate. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Angela Williams, and I do outreach and recruitment for MNsure. I am also a navigator. I work with the Minneapolis Urban League. And so I'm here today. Congressman Ellison sent a press release saying that they were having an enrollment event here. So we're here to support Congressman Ellison and also to get people enrolled in health insurance. You know, the deadline is March 31st, so we want to try to get as many people enrolled as we can, so they can avoid that tax penalty. Well, we're located in, I guess I would call this a rotunda of MCTC. And so we have a table over here. I'm accompanied by Makeda Norris, who is the Hennepin County MNsure Outreach Coordinator. So she and I are here to just give out the information about MNsure, talk with people if they have questions, and also enroll if they need to be enrolled. So far what I've seen is people saying they set up accounts like earlier and they were having different problems or issues. So right now I'm just basically giving out information, telling people how we can assist them and what they need to do or who they need to speak with regarding the issue or problem that they're facing. In my role as a navigator, what I do is I help them create the account. I go online, I sit with them, I get the information, I input it for them. I help them get through, forming a password and the security questions and everything, putting in their income, the family size, just general information that they need, that the computer needs to kind of make a determination. Also, the income, it'll calculate if they qualify for a tax credit at certain income levels. So my job is to get them through it as smoothly and efficiently as possible, given the information that they give me and I input it into the system. Yesterday I was at the Brooklyn Park Police Department doing MNsure enrollment there. So I've been doing a lot of outreach in the community. Next week I'll be at the Brooklyn Park Library, doing enrollment. I'm going into the businesses, talking to their customers. I'm also setting up tables, if they want to enroll, while I'm there. I'm doing that also. Just getting the word out. We have an event tonight that we're partnering with the Brooklyn Park City Hall. They Think Again Brooklyns is having a youth event tonight about homelessness and youth. And so I'll be there tonight at the City of Brooklyn Park from 5:45 to 8 o'clock doing MNsure enrollment as well. Well, it's very important that you all enroll in healthcare before the March 31st deadline, not only to avoid a tax penalty, but because you need healthcare for yourself and your family. And you don't want to wait till an emergency comes up and then try to get it, and it'll just be a more a longer process. We'll just say it like that. So it's very important that you get it. It's very important that you meet the deadline of March 31st to enroll. It's very important. I can't stress it enough, how important healthcare is. It's very important to me because I'm a new resident to Minnesota, and as soon as I got here, I had to have a major surgery. So I was very fortunate for the health insurance that I did have. I was treated very well by the doctors and everybody. So if you need additional information on how to get enrolled, you can contact me. My name is Angela Williams. I'm at the Minneapolis Urban League. My number is 612-602-3145.
My name is Tara Martinez. I'm the Director of Student Life here at Minneapolis Community and Technical College. In Student Life, we offer student organizations, leadership, programming. We work to really help support students outside of the classroom. So our aim really is to help students persist towards graduation or transfer. Well, we were lucky enough to receive a call from Congressman Ellison's office, and I understand he's kind of touring around trying to really get the word out about MNsure, the health insurance deadline coming up at the end of this month. And so it actually is a part of a number of visits that we've had here with MNsure navigators. So in fact, dating back to October, we've had about a half a dozen visits from MNsure navigators. One of the things that we've done over the years is participated in a survey that Boynton Health Service has coordinated for Minnesota college students. And we've learned through the surveys over the last 5 years that our students are 25% to roughly 1/3 of our student population are uninsured or underinsured. And so we know that there is a population that really could benefit and really needs to know this information, needs to know about the new health insurance requirements and opportunities and services that are available. And I'm not really sure how that kind of mirrors perhaps the greater Minneapolis or Minnesota population, but to us we knew that that was a group that we really needed to try to reach out to. Since about 2008 have had a health clinic actually partnered with Boynton, the medical team, here on campus. And so they've been able to help support students in a variety of ways. And not only do they offer kind of the quick clinic services, but mental health services. And here right on campus, we actually have radiology and in-house lab testing. So it's really kind of a full service clinic of sorts. For a 2-year college, it's pretty awesome. And I did hear a story of a student who had broken his foot on his way to campus, would have probably otherwise, either racked up big bills or perhaps not been able to go to class for who knows how long, was able to come and get the x-ray and get everything he needed right here on campus. So really, is a perfect story of how we've been able to help folks. We unfortunately didn't have as much time as I think would have been really beneficial to help get out the word to about 10,000 students. However, we did get an email out to every student on campus yesterday morning, so hopefully it will be timely. We have tried as best as we can to really, kind of word of mouth, get some quick posters and flyers getting out to folks, and I'm hopeful that the publicity that we've had with other press here today will really help to make it not just about today, but really a continued effort to get the word out in the next couple of weeks.
Hi, my name is Gertie Kennedy. It's my first year at MCTC, and my major is criminal justice. I just applied for the MNsure Medicare for myself, and it was very easy. I got help from the lady over there. Found out from my dad because I tried doing it yesterday online and it was kind of confusing. And I found out about it this morning when I came to school, and it said you guys were having a little thing here, so I came here and got help. It was kind of confusing when I was reading it, and when I was putting my income, it gave like this huge number. It was way off, so I had to come in and get help from the lady, and she helped me. It was very easy. I think you guys should do it because it's quick, easy, and it's very necessary to get it, and we all need it.
My name is Chester Nees. I'm from Liberia, West Africa. This is my 3 year in the United States. I'm a student of MCTC doing networking administration, computer support and networking administration. And based on my own experience and observation over the time period, I choose to work with other young people and see how well we can organize the African Student Continental Club. This is a diversity club, and we incorporate people from different cultural backgrounds. The major objective is to create room for oneness in our academic process. I met the congressman and I introduced myself, and he also tell me about himself. And the fortunate part and the most interesting part is he knows much about my country. So I was excited about that. And other people names he called, and I told him who I was when I was back home. He said, that's great. And we set an appointment to see how well we can discuss further. And he asked me on the insurance issue. I said, real life and realistically, I don't have insurance. He said, but you need to sign up for one. And make me to see 1 or 2 persons. I'm about to go get that done as soon as possible. So being with him, that was very exciting, and I hope we extend our conversation because I believe in networking and understanding social problems and finding solutions for that. Like I said, networking is one of the best things in life. My being here today provides a lot of opportunity for me, understanding the basic ideas of the healthcare issue and the actual date in question.
My name is Congressman Keith Ellison, and I came to MCTC, Minneapolis Technical and Community College, to talk about signing up for healthcare. Now, a lot of these folks who go to this school, young people, some of them are on their second careers too, many of them, they need healthcare. They are one accident or one illness away from needing healthcare, and we're trying to protect their financial and their health life, because if you get sick or injured and you don't have coverage, then you're going to end up with a big, fat, ugly bill in addition to be trying to get over your sickness or your illness. So getting signed up with MNsure is the right thing to do. So right now I gave a talk to the folks, and I'm going around talking to the students, asking them if they're signed up. There are some navigators here with us today who can tell them how to sign up. Now, some people think, well, you know what, I don't know if I can afford it. Well, neither do we. So let's sit down with the computer and see what it looks like. So we have people to help them with that. Also, folks don't know quite how to get through the system, so we got navigators who can help guide them on that. The idea is you ought to have the right to go to the doctor when you're sick. And we want people to be able to do that in a cost-effective way, in a way that adds to their quality of life and does not break them financially. That's what I'm doing here today. My friend, on March 31st, that's the deadline to sign up for MNsure. That's healthcare through the Affordable Care Act in Minnesota. If you're not covered, you need to get covered, because you never know when you're going to get sick or injured. You might slip on the ice, you might get hurt playing a sport, you might just turn your back or be in an accident. You don't know what's going to happen. So get insured. The subsidies that your fellow taxpayers are supplying to help make sure you get health care can make it affordable for you. But the only way to make sure that you get that health care is if you sign up with MNsure. We have navigators who can help you. So you call, you get online, you do what you have to do to make that deadline of March 31st so that you can rest easy knowing that if something goes wrong, and we hope it doesn't, that you are covered. Thank you. Sign up today, like now.
My name is Alfred Babington Johnson. I'm the president and CEO of the Stairstep Initiative Companies. We're involved in trying to strengthen the fabric of our community and convene conversations that lead to community building and provoking others to do the same. We're delighted to be involved in the effort to achieve maximum participation by African Americans in MNsure and the Affordable Care Act. Insuring African American people is critical, and it is a presenting issue for our community. Not having health care insurance and facing health care challenges can devastate a family. It can devastate a community. The opportunity we have to take on this issue as a community is an ability to both solve an individual problem, but to strengthen the fabric of our community at large as we take it on collaboratively and strategically, and make sure that not only we achieve health care, but that we approach the issue of the economics of health care, that we do it in such a way that our community truly, at the end, has left a footprint that can sustain us. As far back as the 18th century, while we're still struggling with slavery, we had African American preachers who put together the concept of mutual aid societies where African American people could pool their resources and address issues from health to death in our communities in constructive ways. From that base, then we have emerging the African American insurance companies. And I like to think of the continuation of the legacy in that Barack Obama, the first African American president, was the first president that was able to achieve universal health care for African Americans and for the rest of the country. I think each of us as individuals needs to recognize this is a unique opportunity. It's been bought through great effort and struggle at the highest levels of our government, but it is an opportunity. And I would encourage every member of the community, for your sake and for your family's sake, get insured. Reach out to community organizations that can assist you with that process if you need it. We have navigators. We want to help. We will help.
My name is Stella Whitney West, and I'm the CEO for North Point Health and Wellness Center. We are located in North Minneapolis on Plymouth and Penn. I think what our community needs to know about insurance is that it is a product, and you are the consumer. And so you should approach it like you would any other goods that you're going to purchase. Do your homework. Make comparisons. Make sure that you're getting the best product for you and for your family. That's why having these navigators in our community is so critical, because our navigators are focused and they're passionate about making sure that the community has the best product, but also they're in a position to communicate in a way that our people understand, and so that they can help them, because it's complex. You got a number of different products out there. You have a number of different insurance companies, and so having someone who really has your best interests and the best interests of your family is important in helping you make that choice. I'm in the healthcare business. I know that if people do not have health insurance, they don't have access to health care. They are not likely to go in for the preventative checks. And if they happen to become ill, then you're talking about a huge financial strain on their family. The number one cause of bankruptcy in this country is because of medical costs. That March 31st deadline is for commercial insurance, and we want to make sure that people know that enrollment date, open enrollment date, is coming up again. And so we want to make sure that they're ready, and then during the interim, make sure that they know that there are resources available, so that, and North Point is one of them, that you can access health care even though you don't have insurance. It's not the best way, but it is still available.
For too many of us, our primary health care comes in emergency rooms. Instead of preventive care, we're in catastrophic care. It would be better for the entire society if our community and all those who are the uninsured were to become the insured.
For us, on many plantations, health care was attended to by veterinarians, not by physicians. So there's been a long, deep distrust of health and the care of our people.
But there is a hidden history of African American financial self-reliance, one that offers a reminder of the power, pride, and wealth that grows out of the use of financial services like health care insurance.
We had African American leaders, primarily coming out of our religious community, ministers like Absalom Jones and Richard Allen, who at the end of the 18th century created mutual aid societies, organizations in which African Americans pool their funds that we might be able to bury our dead, that we might be able to take care of the widows, that we might be able to provide some health care for the youth.
A multi-million-dollar enterprise operated solely by and for Negroes.
Like the mutual aid societies and the bustling black insurance companies hidden in our history, an African American president has brought forward an opportunity for affordable access to health care for all.
I'm not the first president to take up this cause, but I am determined to be the last.
Our people have access to MNsure, an opportunity for health care. We do want all African Americans to be covered. We will assist.